Shalom. Here's some news that popped up on the feed on the World Star Hip Hop. I want to give all praises to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. That's the Heavenly Father named Yahweh, and his son's name is Yahweh Shai. That is who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. By Hashem Rakakodesh in the name of the Holy Spirit. This is in the Hebrew tongue. Double honors to the apostles of GMS, those who rule well, who taught this truth and sincerity. And salutations to the fellow laborers across the four winds, scattered abroad. I'm Yalak Mara'ah from the Shepherd of Berea camp. We are the Hebrew Israelites. Okay, not black Hebrew Israelites. We're the Hebrew Israelites. All right, so as you see the article, Nancy Pelosi's home vandalized with spray paint and severs pig's head. So they starting off the new year crazy, man. Wow, crazy. I mean, imagine stepping out your crib and seeing spray paint, a severed pig head, and they threw like fake blood. And this is what's going on with the people. There's civil unrest. So, I'm going to get a few scriptures because the scriptures speak on a sedition, an uprising against the government. People are reckless. People are reckless right now, and there's going to be a order that this government is going to have to push in on the people, and through that order will be that martial law, and it'll be more convenient for them to pretty much chip people and pretty much put their pieces in play how they want to. But this is spoken of in the scriptures, so it's not surprising, so to speak, when you're in tune with the Bible. But nevertheless, we're giving warning and we're preparing ourselves in our minds. All right, because you just had a terrorist, a bombing in Nashville. Then you had a threat, and now they're vandalizing government officials' homes. I mean, this is what's being detailed on the news. I'm not there to say who did it or who, actually know of it, or if it's a hoax or whatever the case may be. Nevertheless, these events are happening and they hitting the media and being pushed out at us this way. So I'm going to play this video.
PIX5's Katie Nielsen is at the House Speaker's Pacific Heights home tonight. Katie?
Right now, there are garbage bags covering the graffiti that was spray painted on the garage door of Nancy Pelosi's home. You can see some of the black spray paint peeking through at the very bottom of the door. The graffiti says cancel rent.
They hit this damn thing up like a damn subway train. We want everything. They put the $2,000. They put the $2,000 for the stimulus. They said cancel rent. Oh, here you go. They got the anarchy sign, the A. That's the A circle. That's the anarchy sign. We want everything. So, this is pretty much this sedition, uprising, the lack of respect towards the government. Because you first of all, how the hell y'all even know where she live at? That's first. That's crazy. Then you throw a pig's head with fake blood on it. I mean, yo. So let's look at what the pig head symbolizes. But, I'm going to finish this first. Let me play this through.
And we want everything. There was also a severed pig's head in a pool of red paint left in front of the garage door. San Francisco police say they first got the call about the incident around 2 a.m. Speaker Pelosi was not home at the time. She's currently in Washington, D.C. Neighbors say while they understand the frustration over politics in Washington, they say this type of vandalism doesn't resolve anything.
I don't think that this is a useful way to go about it, and it's a terrible start to this new year when we're hoping for less anger and hatred than we've had to deal with for the last year.
There are security cameras all around Nancy Pelosi's home. We do not know if those cameras were able to catch the vandals in the act. Now, we have reached out to Speaker Pelosi's office for comment on this incident.
Yeah, I don't know if the cameras of a top government official caught these people. That doesn't make sense.
We have not heard anything back from them.
That doesn't make sense. But nevertheless, here's the news. This is how it's being pushed out. And nevertheless, let me get the scriptures. Because the scriptures does speak about it. And you got people that are uptight. And you're going to have more. The effects haven't really gotten that real. Because people are still able to eat. they're still able to do certain things. It hasn't really, the clinches of haven't really been put hard on the people yet. Okay. But nevertheless, they are put on there. They're just going to be tightened up more. 2 Esdras 15 and 16, for there shall be sedition among men. So let's look at that word sedition to get a better understanding of what it's talking about. Now, when you go inside the etymology, the sedition, it says a rebellion, an uprising, a revolt, concerted attempt to overthrow civil authority. So this is an authority figure, Nancy Pelosi, as she's the let's get her title. All right. Politician serving as the Speaker of the United States of House of Representatives since 2007 and 2011. Okay. And she's a member of the Democratic Party. All right. So Nancy Pelosi, all right, is pretty much what you would consider, as the scripture says, civil authority. Right? It says violent. I mean, a pig head with blood and vandalized, that's violent. Strife between factions. All right, the different factions you have is Republican, Democrats, you got liberals. I mean, you got so many different factions out there of in America. No, so it's all divided with different factions. It's not really a united way. They got different factions. Civil or religious disorder. All right. Riot. I mean, we've been seeing riots all 2020. Rebelliousness against authority. So this is the spirit that's going in there. And the severed pig head, check this out. When you look at the pig's head, there's a book called The Lord of Flies, right? It says the pig head becomes a symbol of the evil inside humans. According to the legend, Beelzebub could fly, so it was sometimes called Lord of the Flyers or Lord of the Flies. Here, the pig's head has become a physical symbol of human evil that has been unleashed on the island. So they're showing you that human evil has been unleashed on the island. Hence, why they showed the I just deleted the video. Hence why they put the anarchy sign. As I just showed, they put the anarchy sign. Let me see if I could go. Oh, there you go. You can see it. The A. That's the anarchy sign. Let me just Google that just to be completely accurate. See, the A with a circle around it is the anarchy symbol. Okay, meaning without authority. So that's a sedition, and the spirit is being poured out. And whether this is stage, host, or something, the spirit is still being poured out. So just that act alone is the spirit being poured out. Okay. And even if they're creating the idea of that spirit being out there, which we know that spirit is being out there because of this place isn't fairly equal at all. All right. For one, how the Native American, so-called natives, so-called blacks was treated. We know that. All right. So nevertheless, these are just different trigger words and trigger symbols to, kind of just provoke everyone to edge and get ahead and just let it all out. And that's what the Most High is going to do. All right. The Lord is actually controlling this. Both sides. This is Isaiah chapter 19, verse 19. In that day, Salakia. No, that's not Isaiah. Isaiah 19 and 14. The Lord have mingled a perverse spirit. So that perverse spirit is that anarchy spirit. Perverting. Let's look up that word perverting. Meaning or state to a distortion or corruption of what was first intended. So is a spirit of corruption out. All right. they're corrupting the order of this because Romans 13 said that the Lord set these people up to have order. These people are not trying to follow their order no more. For one, you got the vaccine, people dying from it, passing out from it. So people are losing faith in their trust in following the society. All right, so that perverse spirit is mingled from the Lord in the midst thereof. Hence why you see the word anarchy. That's a spirit. Words have spirits on them. All right, that's why certain words will trigger you. Okay, because it's actually a spirit attached to it. So that anarchy, which goes back to what when we just read it. Let's get it real quick. We just read it. It said meaning having no ruler. So pretty much without a ruler. Pretty much you're against government. Because government means mind control. You're not against with the ways that they're pushing you to do. All right, so it says Isaiah 19, back at 14, and they caused Egypt to err in every work thereof, as a drunken man staggereth in his vomit. Now, how they going to cause Egypt to err? Because with a lot of anarchy, they got to bring in order. So people was busting into businesses. People was, even during the situation that happened with George Floyd. I mean, there was mayhem all throughout all 50 states, man. And then you had it going on for a while out in, was it Oregon, I believe? They had to send the FBI. You had federal agents out there. I mean, you got federal agents everywhere now, but it's causing Egypt to err in every work, as a drunken man staggereth in his vomit. Neither shall there be any work for Egypt. Right, because you got the curfews being put in place. The coronavirus done shut things down. And now with people in that anarchy state of mind, it isn't safe. So they're going to have to bring in that order. It says, which the head or tail branch or rush may do. All right, so, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. You got the anarchy, the spirit of the anarchy symbol. You got the Lord of the Flies, just showing that they're releasing. Not the Lord of the Flies. You got the pig's head, which goes back to the Lord of the Flies, symbolizing that evil is unleashed. And what their demands is, and they're showing it in the process of the people. So, one thing about Esau, he's very, very clever. So anyone who's, speaking out like this, is what he's going to do is deem them as individuals who will carry out these actions. All right. And they said, we want everything. So they demanded a 2K for the checks, and which she was never even against it. So this is why it just makes no sense. Not justifying that this should have been done to anybody at all, but I don't see how they targeted her. But nevertheless, it happened. They said the 2K, they telling her to cancel rent, and then they say we want everything. What? Anyway, man, this is interesting. It's interesting to see, the build up. Leading to the Jacob's trouble. For the sword joy of Nah, verse 15, for the sword joy of Nah, for the sword in their destruction joy of Nah, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, the different factions, different race. All right, you have one instance where Jakes was protesting to get out, I think some East Indians from owning the gas station. It says, and swords in their hands, for there shall be sedition among men. Right, again, uprising against the government, invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes. That's the spirit of anarchy. And the course of their actions shall stand in their power. You got a movie named Bushwick. And it's a spirit because one of the elder brothers from Dallas actually went into how the movies pretty much is showing the hand is done by the hand of the Lord to show prophecy. And when you watch this movie Bushwick, which I know a lot of brothers saw, if you haven't seen it, watch the movie. It pretty much shows you the heavy sedition. You had mainly, I think it was Texas, in which they had their own militias, and they were, man, they were taking over everything, man. They were taking over everything. I mean, it's a good movie to watch, but never, because it's playing out. These things is gonna play out. The film is about a former United States Navy hospital corpsman and a young graduate student who formed an unlikely alliance during the invasion of their city by a mysterious, heavily armed militia. After both are injured during a fight, and they have to work together to rescue family members and escape to the United States Army's extraction point for civilians. So you got a militia group, pretty much the house divided. A house divided. All right, that's pretty much what that's what's being orchestrated here. And this is in the prophet, this is in the scriptures too. Matthew chapter 12. So Babylon is falling apart. You see things like that. Babylon's falling apart. The house is not joined together. Matthew chapter 12, verse 25. And Yahweh knew their thoughts and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation. And every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. And if Satan cast out Satan, he is divided against himself. Right. He just cut the head off, representing the Beelzebub and the release anarchy. Well, that's Satan against Satan. How shall then his kingdom stand? Oh, wow. Well, verse 27, and if I by Beelzebub cast out devils, by whom do your children cast them out? Therefore they shall be your judges. But hey, man, that's the spirit, because it's showing you that this place is falling apart just by seeing that alone. Because these is good old Americans out here doing this, right? So to speak. The Patriots. You got a lot of militia groups out there too, man. And Esau knows, the government knows. They have them. That's why they had the whole not redlining. They had they were taking away their guns. I think it was called red. I forgot, man. Gun law called red. Let me see. The red flag. Right. The red flag law, also known as extreme risk protection order. Now, this was is effective in New York State as August 24th, 2019. The law prevents individuals who show signs of being a threat to themselves or others from purchasing or possessing any kind of firearm. So there would be, the law prevents individuals who show signs of being a threat. So what will be the signs to them will be like, if you're depressed, maybe you're going to be likely to commit suicide. If you're angry, maybe you'll be likely to go out and kill somebody. So anyway, they came up with this law, to prevent a lot of the Edomites, the so-called whites, because they were big on buying guns. And for them to be able to enforce and do different things, they don't want to put up with a fight, because some of these guys is ex-military, patriots, and these guys are going to go down with a fight. This is how it's going to happen here. This is going to be a big out civil war. But, it says New York, but the main area they was hitting was the heavy Edomite areas, man. Colorado and, things like that. And it's been a big thing for the past 2 years. So a lot of things been in the working, but nevertheless, we're seeing things start to spill out more now. Okay, see, you had California's red law. All right, they passed here red flag law. There you go. So you see Colorado, Illinois, Florida. These are the areas where they want to get all these Edomites. They ain't get Texas yet because Texas is a beast. That's what they show you in the movie. And them Texas, man, they ain't gonna be able to do that. you know. But I'm not even gonna stay on here too long. That was the point, you know. That's the point. All right. I guess I'll end it off with Isaiah 33:6. Isaiah 33:6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability at our times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. Right? Because there's going to be a lot of madness going on. So, may the Lord keep the fear upon you out there. Keep the fear upon me out there, to keep us in his way and fill us up with the wisdom and knowledge to keep us stable in the times to come. Until the next time, Shalom.